Hang on, let me find the game. Oh, I got dots on my head. It's never good. Hope it's not contagious. There we go. Wow. Alright, let's get into it. I'm moving too slowly today. Stayed up late watching the Game Awards. Ada! Just now logged out, was helping the hubby learn Paladin for a bit. So far, Paladin might be my favorite tank. What have I played? I played Marauder, or, you know, Warrior, Paladin. I'm drawing a blank on the other tanks. There's Gunblade. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a Dark Knight. Boy, I really did need sleep last night that I didn't get. Gunbreaker and Dark Knight, yeah. What am I doing? All right, wet t-shirt contest. What? Okay, so is this a ninja quest? Yes. I think that is what I want to do. Like, Dark Knight is a class I don't want to believe exists. Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt like a desperate grab for attention when... Has that flying ship always been there? It felt like a desperate grab for attention when, like, World of Warcraft did it. Okay, somebody in the comments said something about accessibility settings. That there is a display enemy HP. That display setting? No. Graphics? Like, enemy HP percentage. They told me that was the coolest thing in the world. Maybe not the coolest thing in the world, but a very helpful thing. It's in character config. Character config. Target. Just logged out and don't want to log back in. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to spend too much time looking. I'll stop in a second. UI settings. Display name? Others? NPCs? General? I think we're gonna skip out on it. It's not that important. But I did make a horrible, horrible mistake and got, you know, I made a terrible life-altering decision. I used a limit break too early in the dungeon, which, you know, is like my world's greatest fear. You leave the stream up, but you really gotta go to sleep. Good night. UI HUD near the bottom. Okay. Neuron. Display targets remaining HP percentage. Thank you. There. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, apparently I should use the limit break when the boss is just below 5%. And the reason that is optimal play is it gives tanks and healers the opportunity to use it in an emergency. Like, by spending it there, if something were to go like horribly wrong and like, you know, 3/4 of the raid gets wiped, except for like a healer and some scraps, then the healer can use the limit break and bring us all back and we can finish the fight safely. And this is the sort of reason why I have social anxiety. But anyway, it's great advice. It's how to do things well. And so I gotta share that. In any case, good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. We just beat the quest Stormblood. And that means, well, it seems like a good spot to finish up my ninja quests. There aren't a lot of them. Maybe like 2 or 3. Ah, Master Ejin. A moment, if you would. There's a favor I would ask of you. You see, word has it, the Lord Bugyo of Kugane has established a new residential... Are you... How do I abandon this chat? That's not the ninja quest. Where's my ninja guy? New king on the block. Hermitus, Personae, king of the castle. A game of life and death. He's around here somewhere. Also, does Kugane have housing? Is that what that was? There he is. For a second, I thought that was our ninja lady friend. I haven't seen her in a while, and I forgot what her name was. Ah, it is good to see you, old. I have heard nothing from Karasu since we last met. It would seem we have no choice but to take matters into our own hand. And yet, in our current state, we are outmanned. In hopes of bolstering our ranks, I reached out to Princess Yuki, pride of the Yatsurugi clan. Her skills and knowledge of these lands would surely avail us in our effort, I thought. I'm pleased to say she was more than happy to lend her aid, doubtless in no small part due to our own efforts on her behalf. Judging from her wids, oh, that's Jack. I reckon she's keen to prove herself, a mite too keen, you ask me. We ought to keep an eye out on the lass, and be sure all's Bob. It's too early for thieves' cant. Which mayhap she already has, and she should have arrived hours ago. Perhaps she's simply got lost along the way, stopped off for sushi and tea. Might the two of you be so kind as to search for her in my stead, Captain Jack? See if she's not in the Rakuza district and old. Pray search the markets of Kogani Dori. I will remain here in case she has simply been delayed in her journey. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I stayed up way too late watching the Game Awards. And I kind of regret it. Like, part of me was like, what do I do if something unexpected happens? I want to be like a witness to it, so in case somebody asks, I can talk about it later. But unfortunately, the most expected happened. You watch it too and regret it every time? This one was particularly bad. Like, I don't know. So Claire Obscure won Game of the Year, right? And that's fine. But they won like every other award too. And they deserved half of them, in my opinion. I don't know, let's get the mission going and I can talk about it while murdering things, maybe. Old, whatever are you doing here in Kugane? Not that I'm complaining, of course. I'm always happy to see the shinobi who helped bring prosperity back to my homeland. Yeah, thanks to you, my people are doing wonderfully. The downside of it is that now I have to be a proper princess again. Akagi, he's my personal bodyguard now, you see? I was none too happy when I told him I'd be heading to Kugane. Fact. Yuki! Princess Yuki! Come back at once! Ah, hells, he's on to me. Just to have to help you and Obaro in return for everything you did for me. Surely you understand, old. Can you go find Akagi and tell him that I don't know, that I hopped on a ship to Eorzea or something? Yeah. Oh yeah, but we all saw that that coming, especially everyone was fully expecting a clean sweep from them. Yeah, honestly. But there were a couple of categories where I feel like they could have lost and it would have been good. Like, I would have personally given like the best actor to Troy Baker instead Jennifer English. Like, Jennifer English was great, don't get me wrong, and like she did an amazing job and I want to see it again, but like Troy Baker actually pretended to be someone else, like a real person, and act like that person and nail it. Like, that feels like an actor award. Jennifer English was just Jennifer English. And best art style, like, the game was also beautiful. But like, there were games that were like just so much more artistic. Like Hades 2 has an art style everyone constantly talks about. Even Hollow Knight Silk Song is like an original art. Like, South of Midnight was made to look stop motion. I feel like they could have done a better job, but I feel like it deserved better art than Claire Obscure. Like, Claire Obscure deserved to be nominated for everything, but clean sweep? I think the most unexpected part was No Man's Sky winning best ongoing game, and it's 100% of deserved. Did they win? I thought they didn't win. But that is actually one of the people I'd vote for. I actually thought Final Fantasy XIV would be a good call. And honestly, Fortnite is also a good call. ongoing support is like a weird one. Like, you're either doing it or you're not. Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky, and Fortnite are all killing it in that department. They did win? Good. Feel like they should win every year until they stop. Old, fancy meeting you here. You're an awfully long way from home, eh? Speaking of which, you haven't by chance seen Her Highness anywhere, have you? Got her sneaking out of the castle and followed here to Kugane, but I seem to have lost her. She's just not into you, that dog. What did it? Oof. I did need sleep last night. I just stroked out on that one. She's just not into you, is what I meant to say. Eorzea, you say? Gods, what is the girl thinking? If anything happened to her, I'd never hear. But there's no time to lose. To the docks! Princess Yuki! Wait for me, Princess Yuki! Princess Yuki making a liar out of me. But yeah, like, the thing that sets No Man's Sky apart is that, like, they could have abandoned the game and done anything else. Like, to take a project that was horribly received and keep working on it. There's very few games that do that. Final Fantasy 14's one. Final Fantasy 14 wasn't as hated, though, at the beginning, I don't think. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Thank you, old, and pray forgive me for asking you to lie on my behalf. I had half a mind to tell Akagi the truth, but then he might have offered to help, Kami forbid. The man means well, but I hear that we face the most dangerous foe, and I simply didn't have the heart to place Akagi in danger. You understand, don't you? In any event, I do believe that we've kept Obero long enough. There was also Sega tweeted that, like, you should watch the Game Awards. You're not going to want to miss this. And I feel like that was a mistake on their behalf. Because it took a while to figure out, like, what they actually announced. But they're, like, a publisher for Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 40k. Which, honestly, probably going to be a great game. But, like, when Sega announces that they've got an announcement, like, it carries a lot of expectations. Like, you run through your head of, like, all the previous amazing titles like Sonic and Space Channel 5, Jet Set Radio, Shenmue. Like, your head swells with all these dreams of, like, really cool things that could be. And then they're like, something that seems way out of left field for them. You were most mad about the Mega Man announcement? Yeah. That was... Mega Man was never that great of a game. I want to say, like, it was 50% soundtrack. It's like one of the best soundtracks in video game history. But, like, I played Mega Man 2, and it looks like they just want to make that over and over and over again. Like, you can try new things. That would be cool. I'd say they had a chance if Dawn Trail didn't get so poorly received. I'm excited to get to Dawn Trail. I want to know if it's bad. I don't... From everything I've heard, I haven't been like, oh no, they ruined Final Fantasy. Good morning, Marmorized. Thank you for leading Her Highness here, old. Princess Yuki, thank you for making the journey to Kugane. Before we proceed, I would hear aught you might know of recent events in Hingashi. It's by no means bad. You really actually enjoyed Dawn Trail? Nice. As you doubtless know, though Hingashi appears to outsiders to be a land at peace, beneath the surface, rival warlords are ever scheming to undermine each other's power. In that sense, it is entirely within the realm of possibility one of them has employed a shinobi to gain a hidden advantage over his foes. But this is merely speculation. Try as I might, I was unable to uncover any evidence as to whom might be behind these recent events. I see. Thank you, Princess. And so it remains a mystery. What foul master does that treacherous crow serve? Now, dim one, is that any way to talk about a dear old friend? Karasu, you have some gall to call yourself my friend. What have you done with Tsubame and the others? But what's this? The dim one is joined by one companion after the next? Our hero is wounded. Was his friendship not enough? Why are the geniuses of the world so misunderstood? Anyhow, I was hoping you'd ask. As a matter of fact, I have just the present for you. It's a game I like to call Kill or Watch Your Friends Be Killed. Do you like the name? I thought of it myself just now. The rules are quite simple. Your precious Swallow and the others are being held captive by the Garnet League on the Isle of Beko. You simply need to march in, cut down Zakuro and her men, free your companions from their shackles. Succeed, and I'll forget about the scroll, and you can all go about marching happily back to Doma. Fail, and I get the scroll. Zakuro bathes in your blood tonight. Yes, I do believe there's something in it for everyone. Be watching from the shadows. Do try to keep me entertained, won't you? Does this villainy know no bounds? I'm not keen on agreeing to those terms, but it don't seem that we've got much choice in the matter. It's a fight he wants, it's a fight he'll get. Together we can take out those Garnet curs. What do you say, old? Yeah, alright. Forgive me, my friends. If only I had been quicker to unravel Karasu's schemes, would not have to place you in danger. Still, it heartens me to know you stand with us. Same holds true for me, lad. While I'm not proud we let that rook get the better of us, I feel a lot safer knowing a dimmer dammer like yourself is on our side. Let's get Underfoot and Vakebi out there right quick like. Ever since the elders told me my presence was not needed in the village, I have struggled to find my meaning in my daily existence. For whom do I fight? Whom do I fight? For what greater purpose? Now I've found the answer. It's you, my friends. You who have stood beside me in the darkest times. You who have shown me that there is strength inside me that I have long forgotten. You who... This is no time for prittle prattle, lad. Or haven't you noticed the princess has already hopped the twig? Dust off your beater cases and let's move. The man speaks true. Yes, we must be strong of both body and mind if we are to prevail. To the Isle of Beko, where our friends await us. Whew. But Mega Man was the most disappointing. They were like, oh, this is gonna be a lot of old gen, make a lot of old gen gamers happy. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a game that has not seen the light of day for a long time, and then it's Mega Man. Yeah. Yep. It's by no means bad. Oh wait, no, that was about Dawn Trail. But yeah, like, I don't need another Mega Man. Like, they already did this. Like, the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Like, was done. Alright, where's the Isle of Becco? Go to Tiramisu. But anyway, Dawn Trail, same here. With some certain topics that hit you really hard due to personal experience. The characters were really humanly written too, in your opinion. It just starts off a little weird, and it's following up after Endwalker, which was absolutely brilliant, so it's hard to live up to an expansion that puts the lid on a decade-long story. Yeah. I feel like that's where the expectations were dashed for a lot of people. Like, the game, it was following Endwalker, which is, I understand it, ended a lot of things. Walking, for example. Excuse me. And so a lot of people were expecting like the first thing to happen to be like as amazing as like the final climax of a story. Like you gotta expect like something else to happen, and it's gonna require some setup. It's not like they can be like, actually, the world didn't end. It was all a dream. And now the end of the world ends for real. All Japanese games have one thing in common: a magical chef. Trying to think of a game that doesn't have a magical chef. I feel like I should immediately think of something. Well, to my surprise, it would seem Karasu has altered our foe to our presence. Alerted our foe to our presence. Let's proceed with caution. There's no telling what manner of treachery the crow has in store for us. Okay. You saw an ad for the new Metroid Prime, so now you need to buy it. Buy the new Nintendo console. Ooh, I don't think that's the reason to buy the new Nintendo console. Split Fiction's a good reason. But I have heard good things about the new Metroid Prime. There's a lot of ninjas here. Was I supposed to be keeping a secret? Yeah, let's get them getting aggro first, and maybe I'll just take out one at a time. Now that every ability I have is on cooldown. Could you maybe target the enemy? No? That's fine. Shackles, it's Vakebi! Quickly now, make short work of the sentries and free her from her ropes. You good? Thanks. You didn't bring a bite to Yaffle, did you? The shadows again, my friends. Yeah, I don't think I was meant to like fight everyone in the universe. I think I'm meant to ninja by them. Morning, fellas. Something smells familiar. That's all you'll pay for your treachery. Friends, I'll handle these foes. Keep to the shadows. Okay, shoot. Surprise! Just a prank, bro, right? Nintendo always gets your money because of the Metroid and Legend of Zelda. I mean, that is fair. I think I stopped playing Zelda games around Twilight Princess. I didn't actually play Twilight Princess though. Like, after the Nintendo 64 ones, I kind of lost interest. I panicked for a second there. Is there anybody out on the planet who actually heals us? This quest is actually difficult. Thank you kindly, friend. Those ropes stung something fierce. But your real favorite character is Funky Kong. Oh yeah, I know that one. How's this lady? You got more courage than sense to come this far. We fought on the same side. I could see myself getting to like you. But we serve another master. And he just so happens to be a demanding one. Don't give me that look. We all gotta make a living. And this is the best way we know how. Now draw your blades. Zakuro will bathe in your lifeblood this night. You don't have to. We just, you know, chill. I got hit by something. Was I not looking at the floor? Curses beware. Karasu's Katan, my friend. Is that what I got hit by? I'm back. Did you miss me? I don't know, I haven't bought a new console in a while, but if I was gonna buy the Nintendo Switch 2, it'd be because my daughter asked for Split Fiction for Christmas. Which is a good game, and I thought that would be a wonderful bonding experience to play through the game with her. The blood I bathe in, is it my own? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm also not like super keen on console. I think right now there are enough options on PC and there aren't enough advantages to a console to like prioritize console gaming over PC gaming. Like, the reason is exclusives. And like the console won't have enough exclusives until like 2 years after it's been out. My daughter, the artist, I say you buy her anything she says. Well, a Switch 2 for one game is quite an ask. But I did consider it. Planes are whirling through the air. Blood watering the fields, shinobi fighting side by side, all for the sake of their dear friends. There be a more moving sight. Our hero is moved to tears. Or not. Oh, it's her. But do not worry, as promised, I'll return your precious swallow with nary a feather out of place. Once you hand over the scroll, of course. What foolery is this, Karasu? We played your little game and we won, did we not? Are you not a man of your word? Oh, my poor, stupid Obero. How dim can one man get? Didn't anyone ever tell you the promises are made to be broken? Especially mine. Now hand over the scroll, and quickly now. I don't particularly enjoy killing my dear friends, but that's never stopped me before. Obero, the scroll! Very good, dim one. Yes, I dare say you've played your role to perfection. Fly home, little swallow. You had enough fun for the day. Oh, snap. Is there a ninja we haven't met? Incompetent fools. A lot of you. How long do you intend to keep me waiting for what is rightfully mine? Lord Hanzo! Couldn't have come at a better time. You'll be happy to know I have just what you've been looking for. Behold! Hattori Hanzo? Our hero has truly outdone himself this time. At long last, the ancient secrets of Hingen Ninjutsu will be his. Do tell me, Lord Hanzo, when will the training begin? Lord Hanzo? Ah! Oh, damn. Silence, whelp. The bastard to get Sasuke the shame deserved. Bastard Git of Sasuke the Shamed deserved not but a quick death. Shouldn't it be the bastard Git? Or is it like beget? Can you use get as like a child? I think you can. I should trust Final Fantasy XIV's English. It's better than mine. Well, well. A brood of domin dogs who would call themselves shinobi. You stand before Hanzo the Hidden, 12th lord of the Kagekakushi clan. And you should consider yourself fortunate that I do not cut you down where you stand. And you would call your pretty tricks ninjutsu. I spit on your ninjutsu. Your very existence brings dishonor to every true shinobi who has ever lived. Yes, those of my clan, the original and true practitioners of the art. Be thankful that I have more important matters to attend to today. Enjoy what little remains of your miserable lives. Your time will come, and before you know it. Alright. Lovely chatting with you. Forgive me, my friends. Right, give me a moment to take in all we just saw. Also, she will be a grown-up 5 days from now, and you will regret any times you did not get to be in Imagination Land with her. Ooh. I'm playing the Wolfenstein games. Like the original Wolfenstein games or like the new Wolfenstein games? Or both? I do not know where to start. Karasu killed off before our very eyes? The forbidden mudra in the hands of Hanzo. I don't know. I think Karasu cheated death again. It was less impressive than the time he like swallowed a grenade and exploded and survived. Like this one, he just kind of like disappeared. The forbidden mudra in the hands of Hanzo, who claims to hail from a clan who founded our art and who harbors a grudge against Master Sasuke and in turn us for reasons I can... God! Sorry, kitty. You are screwing up. He's got like one claw in my leg, like over the couch arm. And like I'm holding him by his butt and he kicked my drink. It came very close to spilling. Like everything's okay. But man, kitty, just like let me pick you up. You want to hang out? Whew. You're a good kitty. You've been playing the new Wolfensteins on the PlayStation 5. Also, you had the newest Final Fantasy VII remake you might want to start. Yeah, I've been waiting for the to the third one to drop because I want to play through all those too. But like, I'm trying to wait for the full trilogy. In some countries, grenades are a delicacy. Yeah. I've eaten many things that have made me explode. Just completed Sword of the Sea and it was gorgeous. I was a little disappointed with that one. Like, it wasn't bad, but it didn't blow my mind. I do not know where... Okay, so... Cats tore me to shreds. Where were we? He harbors a grudge against Master Sasuke and in turn us for reasons I can scarce begin to understand. Though it may be a small comfort, we can take heart in one matter. In truth, the scroll Hanzo holds now is but one half of the whole. Alone it is but worthless. The other half is tucked safely away in our village, far from Hanzo's peering eye. It is a secret known only to the elders, entrusted to me by the old hermit before I took my leave. That's so, huh? I would have appreciated if someone could have shared that knowledge with me as well. The old hermit always did like you better, for some reason. I still, I do not expect Hanzo to give up easily. Whatever the true nature of the grudge he holds against the founder of the village, it seems not to nigh border on obsession. Our adversary claims to hail from the Kage Kakushi clan. Princess Yuki, are you familiar with the name? If I remember the histories correctly, they achieved great renown for their exploits in the Battle of the Age of Blood. It was said that a single Kage Kakushi fought with the strength and skill of 1,000 lesser shinobi. Until one day when a vengeful warlord razed their village to the ground, slaughtering even wives and babes. The Kage Kakushi on the battlefield too disappeared one after the next. An inglorious end by any measure. If Hanzo is truly a descendant of the clan, it would stand to reason that he would seek revenge against those who betrayed his ancestors. But how this is connected to Sasuke, I cannot say. If there's one thing I know, it's that I'm not going to just stand by while this Hanzo plunges our nation into another great age of war. I will return home and see that if there's any more knowledge of the Kage Kakushi to be had. Thank you, Princess. We're counting on you. For our part, we should return to Yangxia. Once Hanzo realizes that he only possesses half of the knowledge he seeks, he is like to turn an eye to our village. We must warn the elders. Whew. It's all the same, I reckon I'll join you. Not keen on showing my face and limbs until I've gotten the goods I came for in my daddles. That said, someone needs to see if it's all Bob back home. Underfoot, Vakebi, can I count on you to keep things in order until I've seen to business here? Aye, aye, Captain. Consider it done. Just hurry back, will you? Make sure there's a Bismarck special with your name on it. Bugger me if this journey hasn't been one surprise after the next, and something tells me the best is yet to come. You'll be joining us, won't you, for old time's sake? Yeah, sure. I cannot thank you enough, friend. The journey to Yangxia is a long one. After we arrive, let us rest up in the village of Namai. My long-awaited homecoming, for the first time since I left in pursuit of Karasu. Karasu, have you truly left this world for good? Join Oboro in Namai. Gonna have ended the quest here. Zoop. A little orange juice. That's the stuff. Tsubame and I will make the journey to the village alone. Forgive me, but the elders do not like to smile on the sudden arrival of outsiders. We will report on what we saw in Hingashi and gather what wisdom we can. Pray for us here. We will return as soon as we are able. I do not ask for a hero's welcome, but I suppose there's no putting it off any longer. Seems we're on our own for the time being. Reckon I can find some Bene Bingo and a couple of rum doxies in this place. Just having a bit of a muse. With this Hanzo on the prowl, it's best we both keep our stabbers sharpened. Japanese is like a pretty easy language to get used to, but when they like drop the like 5-syllable words on you, which they occasionally do, like kage kakushi, like those always throw me off. Like 4's my limit. Once you hit 5, I'm dying. All right. What you got? The Enlightenment. True Enlightenment. Old Obero got back not too long ago. Mumbled something about his trip to the village. His trip to the village was uneventful, then dragged his beater cases off somewhere or another, looking at the ground for all the while. Jack knows how to read a cove, and something tells me the boy ain't right these days. Hank Hill? Like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulder. You know the lad better than anyone. You reckon there's somewhere he'd run off to if he were looking to clear his head? Is there a waterfall in these parts by chance? Waterfall. Now that you mention it, I did hear the sound of running water when I went for a stroll the other day. Not quite sure I whittle yet, but if that's where you think the lad is, like is not, you're right. Let's go see if we can ease his cares a bit. You know what I think would have been cool and easy to pull off? Job quests are an opportunity to have like branching story paths. Like they're small, singularly contained stories. Like you could do it choose your own adventure style. I don't think it would be very hard. It would just be like a cool feature to say like, hey, how did the ninja quest go for you? Zoom in LB and R stick. There we go. Okay. But like imagine like a choice in the game like do you let Karasu live or die? And how you choose like affects all like subsequent story, the subsequent ninja story. Like if you do that, then you can't have like these characters pop in to like regular story mode or make cameos or anything like that, which is kind of a shame. But I don't know, it just feels like it could have been a little better. What's up, Jack? That Obero? Bugger me, the lad has lost his mind. I don't know, I kind of want to try something like this. I was thinking about it the other day. Is hanging out in a waterfall sensory deprivation and like harsh environment? Is that what makes this such a cool place for ninjas to hang out? Because it's gonna be so loud that you can't hear anything. Like so loud that I feel like it's very bad for your eardrums. Alright, what's your deal? Old. I'd hoped to spend some more time alone with my thoughts. But it's just as well. It grows cold, and I would warm myself by a fire. You know me all too well, Old. I should not be surprised. Well, you shocked the living wits out of me, and I was expecting to find you in front of the waterfall, not in it. At first, I did just that, Captain Jack, but when listening to the flowing water, it did not calm my heart as I hoped. Took the next logical course of action. Cannot explain it. I returned to my village fully expecting to be punished for my deception and chastised for my failure to perform my duty. Instead, I was greeted as a hero. The honorable shinobi who slew the villainous Karasu, traitor to our village and country. But it is all a lie. Master Gekkai was the traitor. And were it not for Karasu, putting aside the foul deeds he performed in the service to his final master, my eyes would have been forever blind to the truth. That day I promised Karasu that I would keep the truth hidden and claim the glory and accolades in his stead. At the time I thought nothing of it. But it is too much. Perhaps the man deserved to die for his sins. It is not for me to judge, but does he deserve to go to the grave as a hated villain? While I reap the fruits and deeds I scarcely call my own? You really are too serious for your own good, lad. Let old Jack tell you a story. Once upon a time, well, maybe not so long ago, there was a dimmer mort by the name of Malala, captain of the Yellow Jackets, who was always more style than substance, if you whittle me. Long story short, old and me did ourselves a good deed, but the lass took the credit for herself. Did a part of me resent it? Sure. Got feelings as any other cove, but people in our business, including this Karasu rook, I reckon, need people like her. People to stand in the lightmans and claim the glory, while we ply our trade in the dark. Malala might not have done the deed, but since then, they say she's a new woman, doing all she can to be the hero that people believe her to be. And not so many wids. I guess what I'm saying is, rather than clouting yourself in the knob about glory you feel you don't deserve, why not try to live up to the person your friends would have you be? Thank you, Captain Jack. I must admit, I've never thought of it that way. Oboro, forgive me. I'm not ready the Falcons as you requested. Shall we pay Master Kamui a visit? Allow me to explain, my friends. Since returning here, I have been researching the history of our village. In particular, the life of our forefather, Master Sasuke, in hopes of better understanding our foe and the grudge he bears. The tales say that Master Sasuke came to Doma on a mission so secret, no records of it were ever left. Our elders, too, were at a loss. If any possessed the knowledge of such ancient happenings, they said, it would be the old hermit. That is what we call Master Kamui. An elder who is retired from his post long ago and now spends his days in meditation at Plum Spring, pondering the meaning of existence to depths ordinary minds can scarce comprehend. Old? As my student, you too are an heir to Master Sasuke's legacy. I would ask you accompany me to the Plum Spring, that we together may learn the truth about the father of our art. Will you do this? Yeah, all right. Excellent. Plum Spring is not far from here. We cannot travel there on land. Tsubame was kind enough to summon the falconer. Let us return to Namai. I'm no shinobi, and I wouldn't know this Sasuke from a hole in the ground, but I'm coming with you, if for no other reason than I'm dying for a change of scenery. What, the view of Obero's vacuum-sealed wet underwear package? Too much for you? I don't know if ladies are aware of this problem. But like, if you go into the pool with trunks on and you like pull yourself out, they will vacuum seal so that there is nothing left to the imagination. It's hard to like carry that across in a video game, but that's what I imagine got her so flustered. Master Kamui accepts visitors, but the elders have assured me that he awaits our arrival. Oh, he rarely accepts visitors. Do not ask me why, but they say he is particularly interested in seeing you, Tsubame. In any event, Plum Spring is but a short and pleasant flight away. When you're ready to depart, pray speak to the falconer over there. Yeah. Don't do the faded black. I wanted to ride the falcon. Is it the turtle from Kung Fu Panda? This is the esteemed Master Kamui. I can scarcely wait to hear what words of enlightenment he would share with us. Thousand apologies for the intrusions, Master Kamui. It is I, Oboro. I've come seeking knowledge of Master Sasuke and the founding of our village. If it would not be an imposition, pray share with us your great wisdom. About who? I don't know any. Oh, I'm back. Every word I speak is a dagger in me. No, this won't do it all. I'll be needing my medicine. The usual, that is. Liver of the Yangshian tiger, a horn of the rhino beetle, claw of the Doman weasel. Yes, that always does the trick. Yes, I simply cannot carry on a conversation in such pain. So be on your way, boys. You stay here, my little swallow, and keep an old man company. For every wid being a dagger in him, he sure likes his prattling. Oh, Oboro, where have I heard that name before? Enlightenment my arse, this old coot's a real piece of work. Oboro, yeah, the dim little boy who can never quite match wits and skills of his friend Karasu. Burnt. Yes, that is I. It brings me honor. It is my honor to bring you the medicine you seek, Master. Forgive me, friends, but it seems like we have little choice but to indulge the Master. Between the three of us, hopefully it will not prove too trying a task. Let's return to Namai. What's up? Playing errand boy for Master Kamui. What a splendid turn of events. In any event, let's split up and make short work of this. I will hunt down a Yangshian tiger, Captain Jack, prey seed of the rhino beetle. Old, I would entrust the Doman weasel claw to you. My apologies for troubling you with such a menial task. But I fear Master Kamui is nothing if not stubborn. In any event, let's return here when we have found what he seeks. Ooh, that is a long way to Weaseltown. It's Wesselton. It frozen? Ah. Do you think the old man is leching on Tsubame? Is that the whole gimmick here? Apparently in Japan, it's impossible to turn into an old man without being a lech. I don't know why. but it does be like that. There we go. Drink our orange juice. That was overkill. I'm not sure if he even got a hand on me. So the new Wolfensteins, I haven't played them. Like Wolfenstein 3D was pretty intense when I was younger. Fun story about ye old Wolfenstein. It was made by Apogee and id Software. And they had such a wonderful time and such huge success with Wolfenstein that they split up, and each development company made their individual games. You might be familiar with the id Software first-person shooter, Doom. But are you aware of the Apogee shooter that came out around the same time? Blake Stone. I think it's the Aliens of Gold is the subtitle on that one. Basically the same game, but Doom was clearly the one that succeeded. If you ever want to play like 3 old school, like I don't know, Wolfenstein likes. Old. I trust you were able to procure a weasel claw? What do I look like? A guy who can't procure a weasel claw? Thank you, friend. I'm pleased to report that Captain Jack and I were also successful in our hunts. Let's return to Plum Spring and hope that Master Kamui is feeling more talkative. It's all the same to ye, lads. I'll be staying here. Thank you kindly. Like is not going to give that old coot a clap in the knob, and I reckon your elders wouldn't take kindly to that. Do we beat up old people now? Is that what we do? Oh, he's dead. Oh, for some reason I thought he was laying down. I don't know, like the shadow and the rock hit just right. Is it just me, or does Master Kamui seem rather spry given his condition? No matter, let's give the man what he asked for. Oh, my favorite medicine never fails to put a spring in an old man's step. Master Kamui, we've not begun to boil the... Forgive me. What I mean to say is, it warms my heart to see you well. So was Sasuke's secret mission you wish to hear? My boy, let me see what I remember. It was, oh, so long ago. Once upon a time in Hingashi, in the time they called the Age of Blood, there lived a man named Hanzo. Hanzo the First, leader of the Kage Kakushi clan. He crafted a summoning mudra of terrifying power. Many a warlord did covet this power, that they might wield it to unify the warring states under their rule. Hanzo would hear nothing of it. Time and again, he turned down prestigious posts and untold riches, declaring that the mudra would be used only in defense. He recorded his knowledge on a single scroll and sealed it away from the eyes of man. Sometime later, a vagabond came to Kage Kakushi. After the villagers nursed him back to health, he explained that he had fled across the sea from the land of Doma to escape the reign of a tyrant. So was Hanzo the First, moved deeply by a traveler's story, called upon Sasuke. his most trusted protege, to carry the forbidden knowledge across the Ruby Sea and bring freedom to the people of Doma. Sasuke wielded the power once, but such was its power. In a matter of moments, the tyrant's army crumbled before its might, and the Doman people at last knew freedom. But Sasuke felt like his job was not yet done. He resolved to remain in Doma and established a village here, that he might train his new countrymen to carry on his legacy and pass down the art of ninjutsu to future generations. That is the untold story of our village's origins. As for the forbidden mudra, whose power Doma's freedoms was won, they could have used that power a few days ago. Who can say why our ancestors feared it so? All that we know is that he was not content to merely seal the scroll away, but took his blade in hand and sliced it clean in two. One piece was presented as an offering to the king of Doma in celebration of the nation's newfound freedom. The other sealed away in his village, our village, never again to see the light of day. I suspected as much. Master Sasuke was no traitor or deserter, but a shinobi of honor. Even at that time, it is said that Hanzo I told none other of Sasuke's true mission. Though unfortunate, it is little surprise that today, centuries later, his descendants see Sasuke as little more than a traitor who stole away their greatest treasure and fled to a foreign land. Thank you, Master Kumi. This has proved more enlightening beyond my wildest hopes. Glad to hear it, boy. But don't think I'll take kindly to you interrupting my blissful enlightenment again. As for you, a little swallow, you're welcome to come back anytime. Sorry to interrupt your lecherous little prittle paddle, but the princess here's got news to share, and I'm afraid it ain't the good variety. Oh, bro, we must move quickly. Our men of field have reported that the Kage Kikuchi clan musters their forces in full and means to march on Doma. No doubt Hanzo has figured out where the other half of the scroll lies. There's no time to lose. We must return at once and prepare to defend the village. A bat. Doesn't Karasu use bats? Isn't he the Batman? Tsubame has gone to deliver the news to the elders. Meanwhile, Princess Yuki makes for the Ruby Sea to look out for the Kage Kikuchi's army's approach. We know not of the size of our foe's army, nor their strength, but only that both are formidable, and then some. Suffice it to say, we will be tested as never before. In what time we have, I implore you to devote yourself to your training as if our very lives depend on it, for they surely do. Ninja quests are taking much longer than I anticipated. Ooh, ninja attire. And we learned 10 Chijin. It's time, old. The army of the Kikuchi clan marches on Yangxia even as we speak. Princess Yuki keeps watch from afar, and she says their numbers are legion. We must gather our brothers and sisters of the village and make towards the Ruby Sea to meet them head on. There is one thing, however, that does not sit well with me. As Princess Yuki tells me, there's no sign of Lord Hanzo among the advancing army. Though we met only once, he does not strike me as the man who would stay home and let others fight his battles. He is surely plotting something. But what? Have you any ideas, old? He would strike at our blind spot. But of course, he means to circle around and cross over Yangxia by way of the Azam Steppe, catching us from behind. And yet, Our foe vastly outnumbers us. We cannot simply afford to spread our forces thinner than they already are. Hanzo means to sneak through the back door undetected. Like as not, he comes alone. I would trust the defense of the steppe to you. Go in safety, friend. The kami smile on us this day. Can't speak for you, but getting caught between two squabbling ninja clans wasn't high on my to-do list. Still, we're on this ship together, so might as well see the voyage through to the end. Reckon if Hanzo shows up, grab all his half of the scroll for me, will ya? Where's the Falconeer? Somewhere around here? There you are. Yeah. Take me to Anakoro. I don't think either of those are in the Azim steppe. Yeah. It's Reunion and the Dawn Throne. Ooh, it has been a while. You know what? It was a good decision to do the job quests for Stormblood after doing Stormblood. It kind of like takes you through all the places you've been. Like, I kind of miss this place. We had so many great memories here. Man, he's like way off in the corner. Also, I've never been in this particular slot of land. What is that? Is that Venusaur? Two-legged Venusaur? Oh, right. There's this little tunnel. The tunnel was sealed until after we did all the quests here. So I guess in story, this took place immediately after we opened it up. Pardon me, my boy. I seem to have lost my way. Could you show an old man to Plum Spring? Clearly, you're not as stupid as your friends, but it is too late. Skull has returned to the hand of its rightful owner, and everything proceeds according to my plan. As expected, Doma Ninjutsu was a sad sight to behold. Where Sasuke's sorry struggle with to wield 3 mudra, the Jonin of Kage Kakushi command 4 with ease. Bunshin no Jutsu, so we call it in the Hingan tongue, mirrors. In mirrors of mirrors, in matters of moments, my few loyal men appeared from afar to be a legion, with all but a few abandoning the village to meet the challenge of my army. It was simply enough to put on the guise of an old man and walk out with what was rightfully mine. That is the difference between a true shinobi and the Doman Horsons who dishonor the name of with their very existence. But the dishonor ends today. At long last I shall wipe the earth of the sons of Sasuke the Shame, the thief who stole my great ancestors' knowledge and consigned our proud clan to ruin. I shall not waste my time with a false shinobi such as you. And yet there is a sharpness, an edge in your techniques that your Doman friends lack. Yes, you should make a fine test for my newfound powers. You gonna summon Meteor? Come, great beast. Hanzo the hidden descendant of your first master bids you come. Seems a little overkill. Ah! Thumpity thump 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 thump. The dread beast. Anybody got a holy hand grenade? What is the meaning of this? So fearsome, their floppy ears, so terrifying, their sharply protruding teeth. The audience gasps in horror. Called it. I killed you. Thought you sharper than that, my friend. There was some resemblance around your eyes, I'll admit, but the real me is so much more handsome. Lordling is dumbfounded. So stubbornly proud was he of his precious fourth mudra. Never in a million years did it occur to him that my master Gekkai had mastered the same technique, a technique that he imparted to me. Oh, and if those lovely creatures thumping about you didn't give it away, the scroll in your hands is quite fake. Couldn't very well let a forbidden knowledge fall into the wrong hands now, could I? Though you only succeeded in killing my mirror, you did try to kill me. I really didn't appreciate that. My poor little chick. You always end up doing the dirty work, don't you? But worry not, for this time at your side stands not Obero the Dim or some two guild rogues, but the most stylishly lethal shinobi this realm has ever seen. What say we cut this self-important sop down to sides? Yeah, alright. You dare mock me? Your every breath brings shame to the ancestors of our art. My ancestors. You will pay for your insolence. Come. Oh no! I summoned a bunny. Whoop! Let the show begin, and it won't be a happy ending for you. You're not worthy of calling yourself a shinobi. Oh yeah? Worthier than you. Oh, what have I done? Don't hit me with that. I recognize that the damage is lower if you stack on me, but my health is like 0. Causing me problems, son? CERN? Alright. Man turned into a tiger? Katy Perry? Look away. Man, they scaled this fight like perfectly. And yet, I'm dead. What could I have done differently? Yeah, this is why someone said to gear up. Can I just put this in? Or do I need to, like, talk to a melder? Forget how to set my hotbar to get that potion on there. I know, let's just shoot it again. We got a shot. Oof, now they're testing me. Let's try normal. panicking. I'm slapping bunny buttons. As long as I mitigate intelligently, I think I can handle this. Whoever in fear before my might. Nah, I'm good. Alright, pretty soon he's gonna hit me with wave after wave of his own men. Come on, please go down. I can't see shit. Oh, thank God they're not attacking me anymore. I don't even want to attack him. Hang on. Yeah, you can beat up Karasu. I feel great about that. Just die already, you unworthy mongrels. No, thank you. This guy get large? I wouldn't mind a limit break right about now. Oh God. I'm petrified. Did you die already? Hit him with the fatal sploosh. I'm full of the likes of you. Ugh. That was tough. How far you've come, my little chick. I dare say you could teach the dim one a lesson or two. Spare Obero the details. I have a reputation to uphold after all. But it's rather exhilarating to fight on the same side for once. We really should do it again sometime. Till we meet again, exit our hero, stage right. What's this you say? Karasu still lives. I knew the slippery bird had another trick up his sleeves. All's well that ends well, eh? Seems Karasu fellow was a right Benny Cove after all. Reckon you're lucky to have a friend like him. Lucky? For all the trouble he puts us through? Sooner have 1,000 arch enemies. You'll be pleased to know that we made short work of the Kakushi army. As soon as we realized it was mostly smoke and mirrors, and weren't long before we milled what was left of them. We could not have done it without you, old. You are the savior of our village. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Alright, kitty. Let's not kick my drink now. You're a good kitty. He senses it's almost breakfast time. And we can rest easy knowing that half of the Forbidden Scroll is safely back in our hands. But that half Karasu gave to Hanzo at the Isle of Beko was a fake. That means... Curse it all, that confounded crow. My duty is clear. Must pursue Karasu and recover the scroll. Tsubame, pray tell the elders that I will be returning to Eorzea for the foreseeable future. Do not mention Karasu's name. Remember, the official story is that the traitor is long since dead. Do not worry, Obero. I'll see that the elders leave you alone, as I always do. Sharpened up a bit, have you, lad? Now, if you don't mind, I'll be taking the false scroll back with me to Limsa. Even if that Hanzo couldn't whittle the difference, old Carvalian, the Krakens aren't like to know any Benar. Old Obero, it was my honor to lend my blades to your cause. Wish I could have cut down a few more of Hanzo's henchmen, but oh well. Suppose one can't have it all. Now I must return home to... Hells, I've forgotten about Akagi. The poor fool's probably tearing at the realm upside down looking for me. Must be off, friends. The Mort keeps you on your toes, I'll give her that. And with that, I'd best be moving my two beaters as well. Then I too shall take my leave, my friends. It was as ever an honor to fight by your side. Old, if you are not in a hurry to return to your adventures, I'd have a word with you. Pray meet me at the storehouse upon your return to Lanaska. It's wine port, right? Yeah. Whew. Starting to regret all the dilly-dallying I did in the first mission. I've got 13 minutes left in the stream. And with how long these missions have been taken, I probably shouldn't take another one. But, you know, might. Welcome back, old. So, old, thank you for coming. I've been reflecting on recent events and have been complimenting what it means to walk the path of a shinobi. I know you to be a contemplative sort as well, so I would share with you my thoughts. When I first came to Eorzea, I thought only of fulfilling the duty entrusted to me by my elders. It would be no exaggeration to say it was my sole purpose in life. Meeting you, learning the truth of Master Gekkai from Karasu, these experiences have changed me. In the end, I forsook my duty in favor of following my own heart. I faced my old master in combat and slew him for his treachery. Even after that, I remained here in Eorzea to follow my own sense of duty, but even though I believed the path I had chosen, in my heart of hearts, part of me was unsure. Is my true home not my village? Is my true duty not to my brothers and sisters I left behind? I've pondered time and again the story of Master Sasuke as told by the old hermit, and at long last, it is clear to me. Master Sasuke could have returned home after freeing the people of Doma from the tyrant's reign. In fact, one could say it was his duty to do so. Instead, he chose to remain there and founded the village where I was raised. It was not his duty, at the very least, not a duty tasked to him by his master, Hanzo the First, but rather a cause he took up of his own accord. In this sense, I cannot blame the descendants of the Kage Kikuchi from viewing him as little more than a dishonorable renegade worthy of scorn. Nevertheless, this man won't shut up. Master Sasuke was willing to forsake his legacy and the recognition of his people to follow a path that he truly believed in. No intention of abandoning my village entirely, but I, too, would follow in my ancestors' footsteps in my own humble way. Can we summarize this in a haiku? My first mission that I have given myself is to track down Karasu and bring the stolen scroll back to the village where it belongs. He is ever an elusive bird, and the task will not be easy, but I welcome the challenge. But forgive me, old. I've rambled on enough. You've proven yourself to be a true shinobi, and more than that, a true friend. I look forward to the day that we can stand together once more. Whew. Fighting alongside your friends has opened your mind to new ninjutsu, Tenchi-jin. This concludes the ninja quest for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the requirements. Final Fantasy Shadowbringers must be registered to the service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest Shadowbringers. You must have completed the role quest Courage Born of Fear. Once you've done so, the next ninja quest will be available from Obero. Alright, I gotta open the chest. Well, we're in full ninja job gear. They told me to gear up before doing the next quest, and I can't get much more geared than this, I dare say. What's up, bro? Just gotta say, you're my favorite Let's Play YouTuber at this time. Man, keep it up. Well, thank you, Life of Vlad, YT. I imagine that YT means you're also a streamer. So, consider this my official shout out. You click on his name in the live chat, you can check out his channel. But I appreciate it. What am I doing? I think it is time to go back to do Stormblood quest. Oop, sorry, bumped the mic. Which is in Girabanya. Well, not yet. Just set up your account. Oh, well then all the more reason to follow you. I always like to see like when somebody starts their career. I just followed somebody the other day who was a brand new streamer. Her name was like Kirby Peach Bear, something like that. But there was a cool rhythm game that's free that I've heard about. What was it? Started with a V and it had a slash and an S. I think it was Vivid Stasis. I hear a lot of people singing this rhythm game's praises. I really wanted to check it out. And there was exactly one person streaming it, and it was her. She was doing so good. You're not actually old, right? It depends who you ask. I feel old. But yeah, a lot of people wouldn't consider me old. I feel like I've got enough gray in my beard. If you've seen Jack Black in the new Minecraft movie, sorry, the Minecraft movie, at the time of recording there's only one. That's about what I look like. I got a decent amount of gray in the beard.
Come to see how we're getting on?
Yeah.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here.
Thought that was gonna be you.
Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future. But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The Reach is yours, Nargo. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you.
Oh yeah, it's
Don't
this
worry,
guy.
it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
Hi Migs, over on Twitch.
I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
A cute emote.
After all, we were adventurous before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Where's my arm, why don't you? I gotta say, I look pretty good in ninja gear. Right then, let's go and find Master Levier. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh out for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetheryte. We'll be along shortly. See you there. Hustle, hustle, hustle. We got 3 minutes before I gotta take the kids to school. It's an hour to run. It makes us faster. Little flip for style. Greetings, old. It would seem we are to accompany our involved on some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No storying, if you please. We are to kill 3 ladybugs outside of Limsa Lominsa. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy. Theodoric sat at the throne. A uniquely brutal despot, by all accounts. That he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the Fists ended with Rhalgr's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by an unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that those royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this legend, unearth this hidden bounty. You assume correct. And I would be correct. Would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others surely must have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course, we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned to the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come. And the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. I see, but you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine 3 of us delving into decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart racing. I've learned the emote box. Yeah. It's a fun emote. One of the best, I'd say. Well, my alarm went off during that talk, and I got to get the kids to school. This is a great game. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Like, it's fun for like a fun side story. Like, I kind of was hoping that's what the Ninja Quest would be, but they were surprisingly hard. They were harder than the main story quest. And so it'll be nice to like do some adventuring and see what that brings us. Oh, hang on. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. Stick around and I'll find somebody to raid. I got ahead of myself there for a bit. You always have to thank everybody. It's important. Alright, I think Sandra is probably playing on both YouTube and Twitch. No, she's not. Danagast is playing Night Swarm. I've actually been meaning to look at that game. I'm gonna send you over there on both YouTube and Twitch. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.